Well, good evening, guys. Welcome to Rae-V's channel. This is Ray himself, and we are talking today about Trump. Because yes, I love to talk about Trump, and I haven't done a video on him yet. So, thinking, what better time than now he is starting a feud with China over their little submarine toy that got stolen. First, he was saying it was an unprecedented act. Fantastic work there, Trump. I expected nothing less from you, and then checked it and changed it an hour later, but the joke is still hilarious. And then, assuming that he wanted it back, changed his tact and said, don't worry guys, just keep it like a selfish child. When someone has something that you want, you just go, nah, I didn't want it anyway. It's quintessential Trump, and I am very happy that he's done it because it's just fucking hilarious. I mean, there is a serious side that it could end up in World War III, but as long as it doesn't go that far, Trump is hilarious. And if he carries on the way he is, I just think you have to see the bright side in these situations. Yes, you can see him as an awful person who's doing awful things and, really, really fucking the world a new one here. But at the same time, if you just take a step and look at him from a kind of he's just a buffoon point of view, then it all becomes and starts to make sense. And also, I have a sneaky, tiny little part of me that thinks that he's not actually a buffoon, but it's all calculated. That the only way you can get away with such ridiculous things is by making them look like jokes. You could not say that as a serious, statement. You couldn't say the things he's done without them being a joke. But he said them as jokes, they've been interpreted as fact, and he's somehow got away with it. And I think, part of me thinks, wow, how have you done this? There's a little bit of envy in me in terms of, like, how has he got away with getting exactly what he wants? He's got all the media attention for everything that he says. He's utilised Twitter like no other politician in history, and he's actually managed to win the election and get less votes, which is pretty good by itself, and pretty jammy. Pretty lucky, but pretty jammy. He's just such a weird man. I'd love to meet him and talk to him. I'm not sure what I'd say, but I'd say something. And I'm not, but I don't know what that would be. I'm not sure what the best questions to ask Trump. I can't imagine he's gonna do the same things Obama did. I remember Smarter Every Day had a piece where he sat down with Trump and talked about science and space, and it was amazing. It was like two intelligent people. Obama. Obama wasn't trying to sound like he knew exactly what the PhD physicist next to him was saying, but he was giving a shit and understanding what he was saying on a kind of conceptual level. And I just can't imagine Trump doing that either. I just can't imagine him understanding something that he doesn't know, which is probably guns, flags, hats, and wigs are probably about the top 4 things that he knows. Anything other than that, he's going to be a little bit flummoxed. Certainly in terms of then even those things, how they're made, probably doesn't have any idea either. But that's fine, we can get over that. It's just how can you, I don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to carry on like this? How can he, keep this up? Because, I mean, Twitter's great, but he needs to innovate. He needs to find a new outlet to communicate with, the world. When he's a president, he'll obviously have meetings and speeches that will obviously be written for him by his advisors, and then he'll probably not read them. But I think that's good as well, because I think a lot of this is very stale politics, getting a kick up the fucking arse. I mean, a lot of it is an awful, weird, crooked person, just doing his thing. But it's putting a spotlight on it, and it's putting a spotlight on it like never before. And also, it's putting a spotlight on what was previously regarded as the spotlight. Like, it's turning it back on itself. It's like, why the fuck should I not tweet about China taking our stuff? Why the hell should I not do that? Because he's like, well, duh, I want to tell people. So he tweets about it. I mean, the logic is there. The wording and the phrasing, not diplomatic, but also he's thinking like, what the fuck is diplomatic anymore? When everyone can have a Twitter account and do this, you know, if I tweeted that, people would be like, yeah, good on you, mate. It's probably about right time they give it back. But he did it. It's not good. It's like, where does the buck stop? With the president or with this? And it's like, well, that's his point, that he's in charge and the buck should stop with him. But then also, democracy is like everyone's kind of a bit even, we're going for equality, and it all just kind of is a bit of a churning pot, I find, at the moment. I can't pin myself down on a correct opinion anymore, which I think is due to the fact that most people's facts are being interpreted as opinion. But I think it's interesting. I think it's very interesting the way it's all going, and I'm not saying I'm a Trump lover, and I'm not saying I'm a Trump hater. I'm just a Trump, like, onlooker. Very much so. I don't know what to do. I watch him like I'd, you know, watch Vladimir Putin. It's just like I don't like you. I'm instinctively negative about your vibes, but I just don't know what to make of you anymore. You know, I don't know anything about Vladimir Putin. He doesn't come on the Western television and talk about what he does. But I think Trump is gonna do that. It's gonna be absolutely fucking priceless in every way. Cannot wait for this to happen again, because not only were the presidential debates priceless, but think about it when he's got power and confidence and not script, and he's not got to... Actually, to be fair, fighting against Hillary Clinton was pretty hilarious. I'm not sure how it's going to get much better than that. That was pretty good. But anyway, reminiscing about the good old days when, you know, when Trump wasn't in power and Hillary was... I mean, for fuck's sake, Hillary. I mean, I'm firmly of the belief that Trump didn't win the election. Hillary lost it. She did so badly in those debates. Not because she said anything bad, it's because she didn't say anything at all. The reason Trump won, the reason Trump is in the headlines, is because, well, one, the media reported him, but why did the media report him? Because he was saying interesting shit that people wanted to be like, what? You know, Hillary just said like, oh, I'm going to decrease taxes and increase the levy on bankers. Like, fuck off, you're in Wall Street's fucking private dining hall. As soon as you get those two, I'm going to increase the levy on bankers. By the way, she's being paid by bankers to give private speeches. Fuck off, you're a lying, you know, tosser. And not only that, which Trump also is, you're boring. You don't excite, you don't interest anyone. It's not, America is all about, like, big flashing lights, you know, Vegas and fucking California and America. It's not about the shy and the timid. It's about big, intention-grabbing, show-stopping lights. And Trump is all of that. And Hillary just wasn't. She would have probably been alright against a Mitt Romney or anyone else. She'd have definitely won. Definitely probably won, is my definite probable answer. But against Trump, she lost due to her boringness. Because let's not forget, the two presidential candidates were 69 and 70. Like, fucking hell, they're old. They are so old. Trump doesn't feel like he's 69 or 7. I can't remember which one's which. I literally cannot remember. I think Trump's 70. It doesn't make any difference. I cannot remember which... It doesn't feel like he's that old, does it? He just doesn't give that off. Hillary, every time I saw her with this pneumonia thing and it just made me feel like she was so old and boring and like my grandma. And I do not want my grandma running something like a country, because yes, ideally people want stability and you know, good things to come from wise and very wise old people, but you don't get that with her. You just get oldness and probable dementia and death. It's probably a little bit harsh. Oh well. But Trump at least is exciting. I think that's why he's won, and he doesn't have my support for 90% of what he does, but he does have 10% of it for just being there. Just for fuck's sake, he's just there, and he's just doing it, and everyone is lapping it up. The media, the left, don't even get me started on how the left wing fucked up that campaign. Jesus Christ. Not only was Hillary the... Oh my god, different video. You know, Trump is... He's loud, he's in your face, he makes a scene. Let's just see how this pans out, shall we? Let's just see how this pans out. And on that note, peace out.
We